Good morning, everyone. It is the 25th of June, 2025. Happy birthday, Dad. And in this video, I'm going to show you the coins that are in stage 2, and we're going to decide where we should move our stop losses up on those trades. So the alert has been triggered, we're into the trade, and I'm going to go through the stop losses on those and decide whether or not we should move the stop loss up. So before I get started, let's start off with the AltSeason Copilot. You can see down below, we've got 17 coins in alert status now. So these are 17 coins that you should go and look at to decide if they should be in stage 1 of the trade. That is stage 1. You should go and look at it to see where your entry should be, where your stop should be, and whether or not you should be trading that coin. Once the trade has signaled, it goes into stage 2 of the trade, and you can learn all of that over in our course where we have all the details broken down for learning about trading. And what I'm talking about here is stage 1 of the trade is we're identifying the opportunities. So this is what we're doing right now down below with the AltSeason Copilot. Stage 2 of the trade, the alert has been triggered and we're deciding if we should move the stop loss up and move it into stage 3 of the trade where the risk has been managed. So that's what we'll do in today's video. I'm going to start off with the Copilot so that you can take a look at the daily action matrix, and I'll expand this out so we can see all those 17 coins. I think you can see that on the screen right now, so you can screen capture that. Go and take a look at those and see if they are breaking the 1, 2, 3 formation, the break of the downtrend line, and the EMA crossover, and if that's something you might want to trade. But what I'm going to focus on for this live stream is, let me say hello in the chat. Hey, I got that working. In this live stream, I'm going to work on, I started off the wrong panel. I'm going to work on those coins that are in stage 2B. Let's take a look at Bitcoin first, and then we'll go into all of the coins that are in stage 2B. That means they are signaled, we're holding them, and the stop loss is still back far enough where we're at risk. The price could still come back into a loss position and kick us out, even though we're in this trade and it's profitable. That's what it has to be for stage 2B. We'll check it out. Now, for Bitcoin, I think this is the bottom. Here's the RSI consolidation, that if this 1, 2, 3 formation builds and grows from here, then I think this is the bottom that we should be paying attention to. And part of the reason is because of what I'm seeing here in the Bollinger Bands, that we've dipped outside here on the 12-hour. And as we're coming inside that second standard deviation here, that's the signal. That's the Bollinger Band mean reversion buy signal. So I don't know what those marks are on there, but here's the weekly is still pinching in. The 3-day is holding steady still. So these are all good things, that the 3 days holding steady. We're getting that bit of a rejection now. And as I zoom in on the time frames, we can see the 1, 2, 3 formation setting up here. If I go in and clear off all the clutter, zoom in to the 1 hour time frame, then we're starting to see where the breaks of the trend line will become significant. So I'm going to have to go to a different chart so I have nothing on there. Whatever. I need like 20 charts so I can keep all the different drawings on. As we're looking for the 1, 2, 3 bottom, then I'm looking for where are all the trend lines, where could a little 1, 2, 3 be, and then they'll nest out, they'll grow bigger, and I'll scale in as the 1, 2, 3s build from here. So we can see the 1, 2, 3 setting up out of this, what is the 12-hour Bollinger Band mean reversion signal. And before we go on to the alts, I want to take a look at the Sniper Extreme indicator that we have available as well. And this is super on the 4-hour time frame. When we get this green belly and it's all stacking up with all those 1, 2, 3s, this is a super indicator. And D4, one of the guys in our community, made this for me after I did years of tracking the Bollinger Bands daily like this by moving these bands to keep up with where is the 1 hour now. And every day I would make videos talking about where the 1 hour, where the 4 hour, and where the 12 hour are in relative to one another as we're going through 1, 2, 3 formations. Enormously boring at the time, but super powerful now afterwards that I've collected all the information and I've narrowed it down to the moments that actually make a difference. All right. Now, I got to make this quick and I got to keep going through it. Otherwise, I just can't keep up with this live stream. I've already done all the work. I've already gone through all the charts and they're already in the spreadsheets. So now doing the live stream and just talking through it is for your benefit. So if this is a benefit for you, hit the thumbs up button. Leave a message down below as a gentleman's thank you for this video, for going through all these details for your benefit, because I'm already done all this stuff. So I'm going to go now and look through 1 inch. This is in, so it's in hold status because we got wicked in back here and we're still floating along sideways, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to move the stop loss on this one. That's got to stay. Double AVE, we just got into this one. I could move the stop loss up, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it back and let this have time to fight around here without me worrying about it. I don't have to do anything on this one. AGIX is the next one. So we just got tagged into this one. And again, I could move the stop a little bit, but I don't need to. I can give it time. And when I'll give it time, then there's nothing for me to do. That's all the time I need to take on that one. BCH, I should mark that as in hold status. Oh yeah, so it just dipped outside of my trend line. So I thought, gee, that's pretty good. And it's consolidated. It's not really a 1, 2, 3. It's kind of a 3, 2, 1. You can call me on that one. Yet as I zoom in on it, the consolidations were tight enough in such a range that I could manage risk on it. So it's worth the play as it's breaking up above these levels. And that's how I rationalized it as I went through. DOGE, finally, not that I'm impatient. No. If you're impatient, the market will get you for that. But there's the pattern, right? You get in, you hold on to it, you keep your stop loss below your entry or just above your entry, and you wait for it. Now we got the opportunity to be adding on to this. If I had done, and I did, if I did add-ons here, the ideal thing to do would be to close out of those extra coins that you added on to and then get back into them over and over again. The Pro Alerts works a little different than the AltSeason Copilot. The AltSeason Copilot would be closing. Let me see if I can bring this up. Buy, add, take profit, and close. So those all go on there with the indicator that you get as part of the membership. And it'll show you where to take profit, where to add back on, take profit, and close. So sometimes when the market goes sideways, this system will chop. And the Pro Alerts is set up so that it's not really working on the EMAs so much, but just get my stop above my entry and wait. And then we're looking to add on to that, because what I want to do is build out a portfolio of things that I hold for years. You know, the infamous story, if I had bought $10 worth of Bitcoin in about January of 2011, you would have bought 40 Bitcoin. There's nothing you needed to do after that, but just sit on it, slowly peck away if you needed something. Now, let's go over to the next one here, Ethereum. So we are tagged into this one. I don't know when I got into it, but the stop loss should be checked on that so that it should be set it up so that it's in profit. Ethereum, Springboard. I have to go to my color-coded system here because it gives me a purple color code here when anything is in profit, but the stop loss is still at risk. So these are the stage 2B coins, the ones that are purple. So I can just scroll here and see, well, 3%, I'm not going to move the stop loss up on that. There's some that are down quite a bit because I bought into them and held them. Some of this is just dirty noise in here. What am I looking for now? Ethereum. So I can't move my stop loss up on Ethereum yet. It's only up 1.3% from my entry. So wherever my entry was, this is the spreadsheet tells me for sure. So the next stage, let's get back here. So we got ICP, ID, IMX. ICP, ID, and IMX, I put the signals out all on the same day as price came down, and it was a swing trade entry, not a 1, 2, 3 formation. And I'm just, because it came down to these levels, right back to historical levels, I had to throw 20 bucks in there. The same with ID, it came all the way back. And I'm not sure if I'm actually holding a position in that, but the system has it. And you can see that the stop loss is not where, I can't move the stop loss up on this yet. IMX, also we just got touched in there. I'm not going to move the stop. I'll just sit on that and I'll take that risk. I'll take that loss if I need to. LDO and Matic. LDO. All right, so I could manage the risk on LDO. I could move the risk up a little bit on this one. Let me go into the spreadsheet. Scroll down to LDO. And here we can see that we're up 18%, but I'm holding a minus 11% risk. So I could squeak it just above the entry, but what I want to do now is start leaving the stop loss so that it is 2 technical levels behind price. So for me, I consider this to be 1 technical level, and this is the 2nd technical level, 3rd and 4th, and there'd be a layer of stop losses for everybody in between me and price. So I want to have 2 technical levels so that it can come back through that first level of stops as stop hunting, consolidate and keep going, but I'm not getting kicked out on that first level of stops. So that brings that up to 29.24, which is not much of a change from where it was, 29.24, but I'll move it up and we'll see what it does. And this will moves it up a little bit. I must have moved it up already. This will manage the risk for the entire portfolio when I'm doing that by shaving those a little bit closer. Now I don't have to watch it. Matic, that's in the next panel. Nope. Scroll down. Matic, the magic of live. Okay, we just got wicked into this one, I guess, and I'm holding it from before, and there's nothing I can do on that. Near, I know that it's in the spreadsheet, yet it's because I've been holding it for a long time. Let me get rid of this noise. And I want to get rid of this noise. So we can see the entry. Damn. We can see the entry. We see the add-on here. It came back. I'm still holding. Good thing it's coming back up. So I'm up in good profit versus US dollar, but it didn't turn out well in the alt versus BTC price. I would have done a better job had I gotten out when the AltSeason Copilot told me to get out, rather than to play the stops the way I did in this personally on that trade. So near, you can see that we've got 2 different trades in there. It's too bad this doesn't show the profit and loss on this screen here. ORN is the next one I want to look through. So I can't move the stop loss up on this, but I like the consolidations here. I could move it up a sliver, but it doesn't really matter, so I won't do it. People is in profit, but the stop isn't in place. That's because I've got an add-on with people. We've got an original trade, and now I've got a nitro trade with people. I've got the add-on trade here, and it is not yet in stage 3, it's still at risk. It could come back and kick this out. But the stop for both of them is set back here so that it'll come back and kick both out at 0 rather than kick this out a little bit of profit. I wish I could trade on a platform that would let you purchase 10 coins as a trade, and then you could purchase 10 more coins as a separate trade, and you could sell this package of 10 coins as a separate trade without messing up the rest of them. Because most of the time you buy 10 coins, you buy another 10 coins, and the system tells you you have 20 coins at the average price. And I go, actually, no. I have 10 coins here and 10 coins here, and your system is fucked up. But that's my personal bitch. Anyway, that's why sometimes leverage trading is better, because you can do individual positions like that. PHB is another one that we just got into. I can't move the stop loss up on this. Ray is another one that we are in a couple different trades, holding sideways. I like this chart. This is holding up really nicely. It didn't get beat back like everything else, and that is super bullish. Render token, we also are just getting back into that now that it's bounced off the major top formation of historical highs that it broke out of. Bashed against that a few times, and now it's made a 1, 2, 3 formation, broke the downtrend line, the EMAs are crossing over, and we're getting into it when the AltSeason Copilot is going into alert status, but we're getting into it on these smaller 1, 2, 3s with the Pro Alerts, and then we'll add on later. Almost done, and I can go get a drink of water. TRX is... There's the breakout. I could probably move the stop loss up a little bit on that. I'll just leave it for now. What I want from this before I move the stop is that it makes some sort of consolidation anywhere at all and then moves up from the consolidation. That'll let me have the confidence that there are now a bunch of stops, underneath that consolidation. And I could move my stop just above my entry and hope that things don't come back and tag me out just in normal market noise. So I'm going to leave that where it is with that explanation. UNFI, same explanation, but I can move the stop loss up a little bit. We've got 2 technical levels, so I can go to, what is that? 4 zeros. Yeah, I can move the stop loss up on that. It's at 52 right now. So I can move the stop to 61, and I'll do that inside the spreadsheet. Last one is XAUT. I like it. It's looking great. I could move the stop loss up to manage risk for the whole portfolio so that it's just not going to take that much of a loss on this coin now that it's come up this much. So I'll bump up those stops now on those last couple, and that'll be it. So I very much appreciate you guys being along. Thank you for being here if you're on the live stream. And if you are watching later, leave a comment down below, say altcoin season or something like that. Let me know you've been here, that this is helpful for you, or not, why you're here. Anyway, that's it for today. Trade safe and keep those losses small.